An African safari vacation is a holiday like no other. If you look at Africa as a continent, there's just so much to choose from, and it's really, really difficult to know where to start. And in fact, that's why we're here. We're all from Africa. The company has been running for 21 years, but our passion is in our blood. And to start off with, I think most people archetypal view of Africa is these incredibly infinite savanna plains and game as far as the eye can see. And this is where Kenya and Tanzania really come into being, because you've got the wildebeest migration that processes itself between the Serengeti and the Masai Mara ecosystem. And that is truly a sight to behold, often seen on David Attenborough's programme Planet Earth. Another area, or in fact country, is Uganda, and that is really, really special. You've got the Ruwenzori Mountains, which dominate this region, and then you've got the gorillas, which are, to be able to see the gorillas in Bwindi or Magahinga National Parks is quite something extraordinary. It's a very privileged, very humbling experience. And the chimpanzees too. These are some of our closest primates, and it's really, I would say, something one has to do in a lifetime. Then if you move down further south, you've got Zambia, which is incredibly good for walking, and you've got the Lower Zambezi, which is very, very beautiful, and of course the Victoria Falls, or Livingstone as it is called on the Zambian side. Zimbabwe too is very, very beautiful, and we do some wonderful privately tailored safaris to going on a mobile with a wonderful guide who will take you canoeing for perhaps 3 days through the Mana Pools region, which is absolutely beautiful but also very, very game rich. And then we've got Mozambique. This is really quite new on the list in terms of it's in its embryonic stages of tourism, meaning that the wildlife will still take a little while to come back, but it's a very genuine experience, and it's completely primeval in so many respects. It also has some of the best beaches that you can possibly hope to have. Namibia, of course, is not so much focused towards the safari, but in terms of scenery is second to none. You've got some of the highest sand dunes in the world. You've got the desert-dwelling rhino and elephant, and this is really something to see. And if you're interested in geology at all, really, it's second to none. A friend of mine has got a really lovely camp, and here he's a geologist, and he tells you about the tectonic shifting of the plates, about the carbon dating of the caves, and it's all very, very interesting. They also do a lot of work with conservation. In fact, it's possible to go and see rhino on foot, which is really something to see, especially given the declining population of the black rhino. And then South Africa, of course, which is very, very different again in terms of you've got the safari, but you've also got so much else like the winelands, like the garden route, KwaZulu-Natal. These regions very, very different from one another. And this is more for somebody who's wanting safari, but is wanting lots more diversity and other aspects to their holiday. And those, I think, are the countries that primarily come to mind, as well as Botswana and the Okavango Delta. There you don't get to see another vehicle, and you get to see extraordinary sums of game, plus you also have the cultural aspect with the San or the Bushman people. And altogether, one of these countries will give you the safari of a lifetime.